Good afternoon, students. In previous class, we have seen how we have to give the names of the compounds which contain bifunctional groups. That means COOH group, along with that OH group. Okay, like that we have different functional groups. If we have, how we are going to give the names. If you have bifunctional group, one group is treated as main functional group and another one is treated as secondary functional group. Okay, if secondary functional group is present, then its name must be contained by prefix. As a prefix, we should contain the name. Like that, we gave how to give the names of bifunctional groups. Even functional groups present on benzene rings, how to give the names. Those names you have to remember. Okay, because next year on benzene ring, generally NH2 group, COOH, benzoic acid, aniline, benzaldehyde, like that names frequently we will get. That's why you need to remember that one. Okay, ma? In today's class, we will see some common names. How did we get them? Okay, like repeating iso, neo, like that prefixes we will use. Where we have to use iso, where we have to use neo, like that. These are all hydrocarbons only. These are all hydrocarbons only, but we will not use in general IUPAC names. We will use in common names. That's why lastly I am telling here. Okay, by yesterday's class, previous class itself, maximum we completed the IUPAC nomenclature. Little bit terms are remained, those terms we will see today's class. Okay, let us see. By considering the pentane example, we will understand clearly. See all of you. CH3, CH2, 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 CH3. Okay. IUPAC and common name. Now coming to this straight chain. IUPAC name is pentane. We know already. But we will write this one as N-pentane. 1 minute. In IUPAC it is normally pentane only. But coming to common name, this is N-pentane. Why it is called N-pentane you will come to know when we go through next compound. Okay, ma? Let us see next compound. This is the compound which contains 5 carbons, totally 5 carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbons are there. But the problem is here, if you have IUPAC name, clear rules are there. So we will give the name easily, 2-methyl butane. This is the parent chain. And we will give the name of this compound as 2-methyl butane. Exactly correct. That is according to IUPAC. But coming to common name, this is called isopentane. Coming to common name, this is called isopentane. Now, what is the thing common name is following? See here, second carbon contains methyl group. Second carbon contains methyl group. Second carbon is contained by methyl group. In common name, we will get iso. In common name, we will get iso. See, all of you don't confuse. Coming with IUPAC as it is rule only. 2-methyl butane, that is exactly correct. Okay. How to remember the common names I am telling now, because sometimes there is a chance to give common names also related to pentane and butane. That's why you need to remember these common names also. Okay, ma? Now on second carbon, if 1-methyl group is present, then we will get the name iso. Total number of carbons, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pentane. That is common name. IUPAC name according to your thing, rules, everything. 2-methyl butane, that is 100% correct. But sometimes they will give in compounds name isopentane. Then you have to write total number of carbons 5. In that second carbon contains methyl group, then that is iso. Total number of carbons 5, we have to think that pentane. Iso means second carbon must contain methyl group, that is common name. Okay ma? So I mentioned two names here. First, the straight chain contains IUPAC name pentane, common name N-pentane. That's why here I mentioned N-pentane in common name. Okay. This group 2-methyl butane, common name isopentane. Next, if second carbon has two methyl groups, if second carbon has two methyl groups, that one common name we will give. Before that, IUPAC name of this compound. IUPAC name of this compound. This is only parent chain. Numbering 1, 2, 3. On second carbon, two methyl groups are present. So 2, 2 dimethyl propane. 100% correct. IUPAC name. 2, 2 dimethyl propane. Once again, 2, 2 dimethyl propane. That is IUPAC name. Now coming to common name. Second carbon contains two methyl groups. If second carbon has one methyl, we will get iso. If second carbon has two methyl groups, we will get neo. Then the name of this compound will be neopentane. Then the name of this compound is neopentane. I will explain by considering butane also. Before going to that one, butane or hexane I will consider one. Hexane I will consider. Before going to that one, note down this table column under pentane. IUPAC name, common name. Isomers. Next topic is isomerism only. You will be more clear what are isomers. See, straight chain, pentane, common name N-pentane. Second carbon has methyl group, then 2-methyl butane, common name isopentane. If second carbon has one methyl group, that is iso. Here second carbon has two methyl groups, then that is neo. Neopentane, common name, IUPAC name 2, 2 dimethyl propane. 2, 2 dimethyl propane. Okay, ma'am. Like this, I am going to consider for hexane also. Let us see what are the hexane names. Note down this one, first overview. Okay, see here, ma. Now coming to hexane, CH3, CH2, CH2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is the name of this compound? IUPAC name hexane. Common name N-hexane. IUPAC name hexane. Common name N-hexane. Now CH3, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. Second carbon has one methyl group. If methyl group is present on third carbon, it will not be contained by common name. Simply it is 3-methyl pentane only. Here second carbon has methyl group. Then in this condition, IUPAC name is 2-methyl pentane. What is the IUPAC name? 2-methyl pentane. Common name isohexane. Common name isohexane, because second carbon has one methyl group, so it will be name contained by isohexane. Next, CH3, 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 CH2, CH3. This one also contains total number of carbon 6. This one also contains total number of carbon 6. Now IUPAC name, this is the parent chain. Second carbon contains two methyl groups. So 2 comma 2 dimethyl butane. 2 comma 2 dimethyl butane, which is nothing but neohexane. These two only generally we will get. Isohexane, neo. Iso and neo generally we will get. Okay, whether these names are possible with butane, let us see. Whether these are possible with butane or not, let us see that one also. We gave for pentane and hexane. More than that it is not required. Actually hexane also not required. Up to pentane it is enough. But for your clarification of doubt, when we have second carbon methyl group, then that is called isohexane. Clearly I mentioned here. Now IUPAC name is 2-methyl pentane. Okay ma? Let us see with butane also. CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. Straight chain. What is the name of this compound? According to UPSC, normal butane. Simple butane. So, butane. Common name N-butane. Okay. Now I am going to write second carbon methyl group. CH3, C, HCH3, CH3. What is the name of this compound? 2-methyl propane. Two-methyl propane. Now, common name isobutane. Because second carbon has methyl group. Second carbon has methyl group. Okay, ma? So that is called isobutane. But on second carbon 2-methyl groups, it will not be possible in butane. Neo-butane is not possible. Neo-butane is not possible. Isobutane, N-butane only. Next, pentane. N-pentane, isopentane, neopentane. Like that we can write. Is it okay, ma? These are in which way we have to use iso and neo, that is clarity. Okay? We will see some examples present in textbook now and we will complete IUPAC nomenclature today. Okay, ma? Let us see. In your textbook, names were given, ma. Those names now you can see those compounds. Okay, we can give the names easily for them. Let us consider problem 12.6. We will see today this textbook problems, ma. Okay, problem 12.6. In my textbook it is 329, ma. I hope it is old edition, but the thing is they gave some example questions like this. Let us see what about the names of those. Problem 12.6a. They gave the structure like this. Okay, what is the name of this compound? Outside the parents, outside this cyclohexane ring, 1, 2, 3 are there, 3 carbons. So obviously we have to select 6-membered ring, closed ring is the parent chain. Then this one is side chain. But side chain is not straight chain. Side chain is not straight chain. Then we have to give name to that again. Then 1, 2. How many carbons are there in side chain? 2 carbons with one methyl group as branched chain. Correct, ma? Then that methyl group is present on carbon number 1. So 1 methyl ethyl, it is entirely present on first position of cyclohexane. It is entirely present on first position of cyclohexane. 1 bracket 1 methyl ethyl. This group is called 1 methyl ethyl, present on first position of cyclohexane. So 1 methyl ethyl cyclohexane. 1 methyl ethyl cyclohexane or isopropyl cyclohexane. Isopropyl cyclohexane. Sir, why did you write isopropyl? Observe. Second carbon has methyl group. 1, 2. Okay, ma. Second carbon has methyl group. Total number of carbons 3. 1, 2, 3. Total number of carbons. Propyl. It is side chain. So second carbon has methyl group. Total number of carbons 3. Then isopropyl. This is common name actually. Strictly speaking, this is correct according to UPSC name. But sometimes we can write like this also. Isopropyl cyclohexane. Isopropyl group. Like Y shape it is present. If you see Y shape outside the main chain, then that Y shape is nothing but isopropyl. Next time on notes you can remember. So the name of this compound, this is actual IUPAC name, 1,1-methyl ethyl cyclohexane or isopropyl cyclohexane. Okay, under this problem 12.6 only. Next compound. This is very simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 carbons. Simply octane. Next compound. They give triple bond. Continuation. OH. This is the compound they give. This is CMA. This is B. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of this gap here? Carbon is present. C, triple bond C, CH2, CHOH, CH2, CH3. Last carbon CH3. Now, we have triple bond and OH. Function group is highest priority. Then, that must be getting least number. From right to left, we have to give numbering. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now the name of this compound. Total number of carbons 5. Pent 4-ine 2-ol. Pent 4-ine 2-ol. On fourth carbon triple bond is present, 4-ine. On second carbon OH group is present, 2-ol. Okay, ma? Next, D. I hope you are clear. Note down these names which were given in textbook. This is problem 12.6. Next one, D. They have this one. Okay, now 1, 2, 3, 4. On on second position and third position we have methyl groups. Then 2, 3 dimethyl butane. 2, 3 dimethyl butane. They give 4 sub-questions in problem 12.6 mark. Those 4 sub-questions were given names. Okay, next. Problem 12.7. Let us see the problem 12.7 now. Structures and IUPAC names of some hydrocarbons are given below. Explain why the names in the parentheses are incorrect. They give. Okay, let us see. 12.7 A CH3 CH CH3 CH2 CH2 CH CH3 CH CH3 CH2 CH3. What is the name of this compound? Left to right, if you give numbering, we will get 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6. Side chains present on the carbons 2, 5, 6. This is left to right. Right to left, if you give 3, 4, 7. 3, 4, 7 you will get. By seeing that numbers clearly, it is visible that which one is getting least number first. Left to right, we are getting 2. Next to 5, 6. Okay, first number itself, this is least number. Then we have to follow left to right correct, right to left wrong. Then according to that, what is the name of this compound? According to that, what is the name of this compound? 2, 5, 6 trimethyl. Total number of carbons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Octane. 2, 5, 6 trimethyl octane. But they gave in bracket 2, 5, 6 trimethyl octane. They gave correct name. But in bracket they mentioned that it is not 3, 4, 7 trimethyl octane. Why? Least number order. That explanation we have to give. According to least number rule, okay, side chain must be getting least number. Left to right we are getting side chain least number. So we are following that name. That's why the name of this compound will be 2, 5, 6 trimethyl octane. Like that we have to give explanation. Because this name is also given by the textbook itself. Okay, man. Next. CH3 CH2 CH CH2 CH3 CH2 CH CH3 CH2 CH3. Left, I think I explained this problem. Left to right, ethyl group is getting third number, methyl group is getting fifth number. Right to left, methyl group is getting third number, ethyl group is getting fifth number. When we are getting same positions, two alkyl groups are there, methyl group and ethyl group. We are getting same positions from left to right and right to left. We have to follow alphabetical order. Ethyl group E first, so it should be getting least number. Left to right we have to give numbering. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now the name of this compound 3-ethyl 5-methyl heptane. 3-ethyl 5-methyl heptane. That is the correct answer they gave. But not 5-ethyl 3-methyl heptane. Then alphabetical order we have to follow. Like that explanation we will give. Okay, ma? This is 12.7 A. This is B. Completed. 12.8. Next we will see 12.8. Coming to this problem 12.8, write the IUPAC names of the compounds from their given structures. Okay ma, they give some compounds. For that we have to write the IUPAC names. First one, CH3, CH2, CHOH, CH2, CH2, CH3, CH2, CH3. Like this they gave the compound. Alcohol group is there and methyl group is there. Which must be getting least number? Alcohol. Left to right we have to give numbering. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay ma. Now name of this compound 6-methyl octan 3-ol. 6-methyl octan 3-ol. Solution they mentioned 6-methyl octan 3-ol. Once if you want, check that one. In problem 12.8 they gave the solution also. Next second one. This is first one ma. Next second one. CH3, CH2, C double bond O, CH2, C double bond O, CH3. This is the compound they gave. Parent chain, no need to select, simple, this is only parent chain. Right to left we have to give numbering because functional groups ketones are there. Left to right if you give, this is getting third number. Right to left if you give, this is getting second number. Then right to left we have to give numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total number of carbon 6. Hex. And all are single bonds only. Hexane 2,4 dione, because ketone groups both are on second position, fourth position, 2 ketone groups are there, dione. So the name of this compound hexane 2,4 dione. Hexane 2,4 dione. That is the name of this compound. Okay, next third one. CH3, C double bond O, CH2, 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 COOH. This is the compound they gave. Here we have bifunctional group. Carboxylic acid and ketone both are present. Then according to preferential order, which must be highly preferential, that is carboxylic acid. From that side we have to give numbering. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ketone is present as secondary functional group. Then it must be getting prefix oxo. Okay. Then on which carbon that oxo is present? Fifth carbon. 5 oxo hexanoic acid. The name of this compound is 5-oxo-hexanoic acid. 5-oxo-hexanoic acid. That is the name they gave. Answer. Next, fourth compound. CH triple bond, C, CH double bond, CH, CH double bond, CH2. We have double bond and triple bond, same positions. We have to follow alphabetical order. In and ein. In and ein, we are getting in first. Right to left, we have to give numbering. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, ma? Then the name of this compound will be hex 1,3 diene 5 ine. Hex 1,3 diene 5 ine. That is the name. Hex 1,3 5 ene. Sorry, hex 1,3 diene 5 ine. Those names you can see from textbook itself. Answers. Okay, ma'am. Next, 12.9. Problem 12.9. First one, simple one only. 2-chlorohexane. Simple one only. Second one, let us see directly, because first problem even you can answer. Even all the problems you can answer, no problem. CH2 double bond CH, CH2 CHOH CH3. Actually this compound they mentioned it as CH2 double bond CH, CH2 CH. They mentioned in bracket. If they mention in bracket, where we have to write that OH? According to valency we have to mention. Here this carbon is not satisfied with valency, so OH group must be present on that carbon. Automatically we can understand, no problem. Okay, now what is the name of this compound? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pent 4 ene 2 ol. Pent 4 ene 2 ol. Pent 4 ene 2 ol. Because out of function group and double bond, which must be highly preferential functional group, it must be getting least number. According to that we give this name. Next one. Cyclohexene. This is the compound they give. Cyclohexene. We have to start from here. 1, 2. On first position double bond is present. Cyclohexene. Now NO2 is also like substituent only, ma. Double bond and substituent are present. Which is more important? Double bond. It should be getting least number. Then numbering will be given from like this 1, 2, 3. On third position NO2 is there. When NO2 is present, nitro. Then the name of this compound 3-nitro cyclohexene. 3-nitro cyclohexene. Nitro cyclohexane. In the same way, one more example under 12.9 only. Here instead of NO2 we have OH. Function group and double bond. Which is more important? Function group. It must be getting least number. Then 1, 2, 3. Like that we have to give numbering. Okay. Cyclohex 1 ol. Sorry. Cyclohex 2 in 1 ol. Cyclohex 2 in 1 ol. That is the name of this compound. Okay ma, this is 12.9. Like this, some more examples they given textbook. Okay, you can practice them, definitely you will get answers. If you have any doubts, you can ask me anytime, no problem, I will clarify. Is it okay ma? Examples, a little bit, what are the things you will confuse, those confusion things also I gave, everything I gave the answers. Okay, you need to do one thing, that is, like this in textbook, what are the problems they give, example problems or any other exercise problems also, you can try. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. For practicing purpose, it is very nice. Okay, even along with this one, you can follow any exam idea Oswald textbooks also. What are the compounds they give examples? All those things you can take examples and you can write on your own without seeing. After that, for answers, if you want to check them. If you get any mistakes, immediately ask them. I will clarify the doubts. Okay, like this we can write names of any sort of compounds. Okay, ma. By this we completed with IUPAC nomenclature. Correctly, by next class we will start isomerism concept, which is present in basics of organic chemistry only. We didn't complete the chapter, we completed IUPAC nomenclature. When compared to the textbook also, excess I gave, which is useful for your NEET exam also. Okay ma? Definitely it is helpful for your 12th class. Remaining students also don't think that it is excess, which is useful for your 12th class also. Okay ma? That is about today's class. I hope you are clear everyone. Where we have to use ISO, where we have to use NEO, everything it was explained. Okay. While we are writing the names, it will be more clear for you. I will give clarity for you. That is not the problem at all. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day. Once again, thank you all.